So a situation where it was trial and error, and a situation where that I had to teach myself through YouTube, through reading videos, and then I fumbled upon what you like to call SMT, price action trading. Now, that was a situation where I told myself, now, if this is my last chance, this is my last opportunity to make sure this thing works for me. So how can I understand this? And I really devoted myself. So it was 3 hours a day in the morning and 2 hours in the evening, analyzing the markets and writing down. I have filled over 10 books. Even handwritten notes day by day. I would read through them as if it was back in high school, as if it was back in primary, to understand what is happening.
Most people just want to make money and they end up losing it.
Most people want to make money.
Yes. They're not thinking about anything. In fact, many people will tell you, mi hata usinifunze, mi nionyeshe tu strategy, nitakuwa naamka naekelea pesa. And what we mentioned, nifunze kucheza Forex. And many people will think like trading is gambling. Trading is you could wake up and just buy and make money if the market is moving. I want us to talk about something because
kwa hiyo point unajua watu wengi don't understand the journey.
Yes.
You could be seeing me making $20,000 or 10,000, 2,000, but unafaa kuangalia nilianzia wapi, when. You see, like 2022 I was making $10, 5 for 1. You see, it's just a gradual change.
Yes.
A move. Yeah, so watu kuna vile hawaelewi kitu kama hiyo.
And of course, this is the first ever Forex trading round table on the Mind of a Trader podcast. I am your host, presenter Ali, and I'm joined with two amazing guests. Wamekuja hapa kupiga story na sisi, and we're about to have an amazing conversation because these guys, they might look humble, siwana hivi, but they are giants in the Forex trading scene here in Kenya. From my far right, please introduce yourself. Tuambie wewe ni nani?
I'm Hommie Tiler. I'm the godfather of price action.
Godfather of price action. Yeah. Need to say no more.
Quests.
Yes.
Quests. I purely only trade gold, and we will interact deeply, and you'll get to know what I do, how I do, and all intricacies involved in it.
Wow, that is amazing. And first question that I normally ask everyone who comes on set is, what was your first interaction with Forex trading like? And when was it? Ulisikia nini kuhusu Forex? Your time, Tell us about that.
Through Facebook back in 2018, but Forex I started in 2022. Hapo zile matime Kafuri was a big thing. Yeah, so 2022
September.
Yeah.
That's when you decided to fully venture into it.
Full margin.
Going full margin into Forex. Yes. That's interesting. Did you ever get scammed, during the process?
Hey, many times. Almost 10 times.
10
in a row, yeah.
How? You're paying for classes?
I was paying for classes, account management. They did me dirty.
They did you dirty. And at what point did you do the switch and now decide now I'm going to start making money from this thing?
Niliamua tu in 2023 March ndio nilikaa tu chini nikasema no plan B, only plan A. Plan A is Forex. So back to back. Nikajifungia, kaanza kufanya 1-2-1-2. Yeah.
Uka understand the charts vizuri sasa.
Yeah, hapo sasa na nika understand.
Okay. Interesting. We're going to get back to your story because he had mentioned a little bit of the story. Acha nimchomee kidogo. Alikuwa amenitajia tu story yako kidogo, and it is very interesting from the things that you've done, before venturing into Forex. But we're going to get there. But maybe for you, when was the first interaction with Forex trading, and what was it like?
Oh, so Forex trading for me was basically a point of desperation. It was like, I need to make money. Unajua, you reach a point in life where you ask yourself some really hard-hitting questions, like you look at your future, you look at things at hand and say, okay, you can't go the traditional route, you can't go the way you wait for employment and everything that you envision other people doing, but circumstances and time do not allow that for you.
Yes.
In a situation where you need to be able to secure yourself as soon as possible and as stable as possible. So actually it happened that one of my friends, a very close friend of mine, was doing it and was making around 1,000 Kenya shillings or 2,000 Kenya shillings a day. I was like, wow, that is unheard of. To me, that was
Yes.
amazing.
Yes.
So I pestered him to a point where, can you teach me this? I want to know how to do this. And by interacting with him, he sat me down in a room, my small room there, showed me a chart and told me, when it reaches up here, sell. When you come down here, buy. Long story short, that was almost 2 years ago. He stopped trading himself.
Okay.
He completely changed industries, went to the car business, but now he's a very close partner of mine. I continued the trading, and I can say that was the most influential 10 minutes of my life into where I am now.
Wow. You are scammed 10 times by people who are telling you that, we want to teach you how to make money.
Yes.
We want to mentor you. And this is something that is rooted in the industry.
Definitely.
What do you guys think about it? It is something that gives the industry, of course, a bad name. And it is something that makes people even shy away, as we mentioned, like from even saying that you are a Forex trader, because you're like, watu wataanza kuniona I'm a con man, and something of that sort. Do you openly say that you're a trader?
Yeah, I'm a trader. I'm more of a trader. I call myself a mentor. Yeah. Cause kuna difference ya Forex, kufundisha mtu Forex, like going the teaching, na kumentor. Kumentor ni different. Teaching, unaweza tenda YouTube sasa na ukasoma Forex. But mentoring ni uko na mtu step by step. Every day you call him, umefika wapi, unaelewa nini, ni wapi hujaelewa. But kufunza ndakuja tu ni kufunza leo, tomorrow tuachane. But mentoring someone ile day by day with him. Yeah.
Yes.
So
you are more of a mentor.
Yeah.
Okay. Did you ever go through, after going through all these phases where now you are getting coined and everything, did you get to reach a point that you got a right mentor?
Funny thing, I didn't have any mentor. I taught myself.
Yes.
Yeah.
Through YouTube and everything.
I taught myself through YouTube. FX Gods. Yeah.
Okay. So in Kenya, mentors wote ulitafuta hukupata? Sikupata
kabisa juu niliona awendani tu na vision yangu.
Okay.
Yeah. So
wow.
Sikupata kabisa.
What about you?
I had no mentor at all. Even I was in a position where I could not even afford to pay the mentorship fee in a point in time. But for me, I don't know how to put it, but there was an unshakable vision that I am going to make it in this industry. Because anywhere that I would fail, God will open a door. So I would say my experience began by learning through YouTube. It was actually through these videos that were being hosted by Rufus Kamau, actually.
Yes.
He spoke about candlestick patterns here and there. I understood almost nothing. However, I reached a point where I was like, okay, now people make money from this. How do they? And I am intelligent. I know I'm intelligent. So if people can make money from this, and I'm also intelligent, what's stopping me from doing the exact same thing? So I put myself down a rabbit hole of consuming knowledge at insane amounts, watching videos upon videos, and then learning so much. And then I finally realized how to make money from it.
Yes.
Okay? Then understanding how, it's a matter of proof of concept. I tried step one, putting in that time $2, $3, that's all I could put in.
Yes.
And it would go in seconds. I'd get depressed, then stay away from markets for like 2 weeks, get back the courage, come back again, it would go happy, and then I'll lose it the following day. So a situation where it was trial and error, and a situation where that I had to teach myself through YouTube, through reading videos, and then I fumbled upon what you like to call SMT, price action trading. Now, that was a situation where I told myself, now, if this is my last chance, this is my last opportunity to make sure this thing works for me. So how can I understand this? And I really devoted myself. So it was 3 hours a day in the morning and 2 hours in the evening, analyzing the markets and writing down. I've filled over 10 books, even handwritten notes day by day. I would read through them as if it was back in high school, as if it was back in primary, to understand what is happening. And then reached a point when the knowledge started coming into play that I could carefully and articulately predict the the market movement and speculated. From that moment on, it was a situation where just a matter of chance and God's grace.
Wow. You've mentioned something very interesting, and I feel like this is, for the beginners who are watching us, this is a loop where beginners are always stuck in. Watch videos, get into the market, think that you've known something, get into the market, fund $5, $10, $20, blow, get depressed, stay away from the market, stumble upon another YouTube video that inspires you or motivates you, go again. They always do that. How would you say is the correct way that, or the way that either of you used to get out of that loop? Because I'm sure, and even many beginners tell me, I watch your video, I am motivated, I get a mentor, I start watching the video, I think that I have understood, I blow, I stay away from the market for 3 weeks, and then time goes by and they say, I've been trying trading for 3 years and it's not working. What is the best way to get out of that loop?
Number one, I would say that there was no plan B. There was no backup option. There was no anything to fall back on. It's a situation where I have to make it or I have to make it. That is a mentality you need to have if you genuinely want to expand and grow in this industry. Secondly, if we had a mentor, we would have saved years of time, resources, and money wasted. Okay? So what people do is that you're always in a position where you are always looking for something to hope and believe in. And you end up falling for the quickest coin that falls on your table. You always follow for the quickest nugget that stumbles upon you. It's a situation where you have to first and foremost understand that if you want to be skilled in trading, it is not a get-rich-quick scheme. It is something people devote years and time in. So you have to do your due diligence in the same aspect. Learn one thing or be exposed to one thing and take time. By time, I mean not 1, 2 weeks, I mean months. 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, learning. Once you spend that learning curve where you're exposing yourself to, number one system of learning. If you're in ICT, stay in ICT. If you're in SMC, stay in SMC. Okay? If you are in chart patterns and all that, stay in that area. But make sure you become the best at that. I think we had a question we talked about Tori trades. She purely trades lines.
Yes,
trend lines, and she makes a lot of money. Okay? Now, I'm not to hear and argue against her trading style. It works for her. So find what works for you and stick with it no matter what. And then it's only a matter of repetition. And then now you finally get the confidence that I can sit down and analyze the market and it will go in the direction that I speculated. So now you have the confidence in your skill. Now you bring in the money. When you bring in the money, it all clicks in.
Wow. Interesting. Ukona any different, notion on the same?
Just stick to one mentor and one strategy. Yeah.
One mentor, one strategy. Because
simple.
It's a thing with the beginners actually that, leo ameangalia Ali, Ali anasema, I use trend lines.
SMC.
Wanaruka kwa trend lines. Wanaingia kwa Quest. Quest says like he uses price action. Jumping from one strategy to another. Did you ever do that?
Yeah. I did many times, but I came across FS Goats. They were doing price action, so
pure price action.
I had to retain there, nibaki hapo. So ndio nikalan price action from them. Yeah, and stick price action, one mentor, them, and one strategy price action.
You mentioned something in regards to the strategy that works for you, and it's a very known term and it is said by everyone in the industry, but for a beginner who's watching this is like, how do I know a strategy that works for me?
Very good question. As we seated here, we are all different individuals. Some of us, we are very good in scalping, like 2 minutes, 3 minutes in and out.
Yes.
Okay? Some of us, like personally myself, I can take 1 trade a day and I'm done. Someone can take 1 trade a week and they're done. Okay? So when you're in that period of trial and error, figure out what is able to suit you emotionally. Because remember, trading is not there to be your life, it's there to supplement your life. So how do you find the best trading strategy? Find what can make you trade as peacefully and as comfortably mentally as possible. Okay? For me personally, I trade SMC, concept and price action. Okay? I will showcase to you how I do it in the most simplistic fashion that you're able to comprehend it.
Yes.
But I will never force you to come to my side. Simply because you may find comfort or you may find, let's say, ease doing whatever works for you. But I would advise anyone beginning, trading is a simple, very simplistic concept. Okay? What we learn in school, high school, and everything is 10 times more complicated. So your trading style should make the most simplest sense in any way and fashion. You should be able to wake up in the morning, analyze the markets, and find that I want to either buy or sell from point A to point B and have reasoning behind it. If that happens and that trading style can give you that, not today, not tomorrow, but consistently, then stick with it, no matter what it is.
Wow, interesting.
Okay.
The biggest I'd call it, it's widely known that 90% of traders or CFD traders, it's in all brokers. You know, they tell you, they give what we call what a disclaimer.
Disclaimer.
Yeah, they tell you proceed with caution. You know, 90% of CFD traders fail. And if you look at it, what would you attribute it to? Would you attribute it to the fact that most people do not go to the learning phase, or would you attribute it to the fact that most people just want to make money and they end up losing it?
Most people want to make money.
Yes. They're not thinking
They want
about
to
any.
make money.
In fact, many people will tell you, you know, mi hata usinifunze, mi nionyeshe tu strategy, nitakuwa naamka naekelea pesa. And what we mentioned, nifunze kucheza forex. You know, and many people will think like trading is gambling. You know, trading is you could wake up and just buy and make money if the market is moving. I want us to talk about something because
Kwa hiyo point, unajua watu wengi don't understand the journey.
yes,
You could be seeing me making $20,000 or 10,000, 2,000, but unafaa kuangalia nilianzia wapi, when. You see, like 2022 I was making $10, 5 for 1. You see, it's just a gradual change,
Yes.
a move. Yeah, so watu kuna vile hawaelewi kitu kama hiyo. Juu anaona umemake $10,000 pia anaweza amka na kumake na ni beginner. So ana end up funding $100 na blow, funding 50, 200 blow. So watu kuna vile hawaelewi.
okay. Looking at your journey, you've mentioned something very interesting. There's a time you were making $10 and it grew up, you know, like the compounding effect. Kafika mahali ukaanza kumeka 100. Kafika mahali ukaanza kumeka 1,000.
Yes.
Kafika mahali ukaanza kumeka, let's say, 10K. What would you say specifically you did that, you know, made you see that growth? Like, hey, hii mwezi nimetengeza 100. Last month I was making 10.
Risk management.
Thank you.
I use risk management. And another thing, they reduce pressure ya watu. Me, I always advise people, if I'm giving you pressure, go and unfollow me. Unfollow me. Go work on yourself, utarudi baadaye. Even ndio strategy nilitumia. Traders walikuwa watu wananipea pressure, naona nilikuwa na unfollow. Na baki peke yangu. Hivyo, risk management and a cut off pressure.
Okay. How much in percentage were you risking that time? Venye uliamua sasa, I want to fully, you know, be good at risk management.
I can give in numbers. I could fund $50. I'm risking $10 only. I'm risking $10 to make 30.
Okay.
But nowadays, someone is funding 50. Stop loss is $30. He wants to make $3,000. Or he wants to blow. So,
Or he wants to flip.
yeah.
Yes.
Risk management.
What's your take on risk management?
It is the deciding factor whether you stay in this industry or you give up and label it as a false or a failed dream. Because the reality is that trading is a game of survival. You know, when people say trading is something that you have to, for you to be able to experience profitability, you have to have sustained in the market for long. Because if I found $1,000 today, my trading wallet, and then I trade with around $300 per trade, I only have 3 trades left before my account goes.
Yes.
But if I found $1,000 and I trade with only $30 per trade, I have around 30 trades left before my account goes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, if I even have a win rate of, let's say, even 50%, with that $30, I will experience profitability that this person who's risking $300 will never experience. So, risk management is also very, very crucial. However, one fact we don't talk about is that as human beings, remember, we are very emotional creatures. Trading is the most simple thing anyone can ever put themselves into. The deciding factor is how well do you manage your emotions, how well do you manage your thought process into everything. So what you fail to realize is that you put, or you able to invest finances that, number one, you are heavily attached to. So I'm speaking from experience. I'm talking about a point where I've put my money that I have for my sustenance for like a month, all on the line in one trade.
Rent.
And it went. Rent. Nimekelea hapo, XAUSD buy, and it sold. And then once that happens, you're left at complete ground zero. So that already creates a negative experience with trading industry itself. So always invest money that even if you lose it, you're mentally comfortable. Like you can be able to have a roof over your head, clothes on your back, and food on the table. Anything else is God's blessing on top.
Yes.
Yeah.
Interesting. There's a notion that is well known, of course, that if you want to be profitable in the long run, if you want to stay long in the market, risk 1 to 2 or per se 1 to 3% of your capital. Do you guys agree with that? And do you guys do that?
With me, I speak about this aspect. Also look at your risk appetite as a human being. Risk management applies in a scenario where you also attach value to whatever you're doing. So for example, if I have $10,000, I will risk a little with a lot. But if I have $100, I will risk a lot with a little. So my mantra is risk a little with a lot. So anyone comes to me and I tell you, what is the highest amount of money you can invest? Put all of that in. But I'll only look for 10% of that, only 5% of that. Okay? Because if you put in $100 and I give you $10, 10%, you won't feel quantified. So $10 is not something that really builds up your excitement.
Yes.
But if you put in $10,000 and I give you the same 10%, which is $1,000, you're in a position where you feel as if there's value addition and growth on your end. So I advise people who come to risk management. Number one, you also have to look at it in terms of a business. If you earn 10% and it makes you uncomfortable, don't look to earn 30 or 40. Look to earn the same 10% but with bigger, will have scaled up your capital.
Yes.
Exactly. That's my take on risk management.
Unafanyaga risk management?
Sahi was funny. Sahi was funny. Juu naona ni kali ilitoka kwa face. Mi kwangu naweza ita face.
Yes.
Cause kitu ya kwanza ni unaona kama kutrade pia kama gold as a beginner you don't waspendi kusikia beginner na trade gold.
Yes.
Juu gold is very volatile.
Yeah.
I was trading other pairs like GBP, Euro currency pairs. So hapo ndo ilikuwa tume risk management cause I could fund $10 na that's the only amount I'm having. So kuna vile tu ungeitumia but at the moment I don't use juu
You go full margin.
I believe in going full margin.
Wow. But now here's the thing. If you go full margin today and per se blow, you still have some money that you can come and put in the account. Not like another beginner mwenye. Akona tu your $100 na anataka kwenda nayo full margin, he change life yake.
But pia beginners wanafaa kuelewa kuna kitu inaitwa leverage.
Yes.
Wanafaa kuelewa they have the leverage, they have the risk. So you can't tell me you're having $20, your leverage is 1 to 3,000. What if it blows?
Yes.
Juu unaweza kuwa $20, me I'm having $20, my leverage is 1 to 500, your leverage is 1 to 3000, na tumeingia wote 0.01. You can blow account, mine can survive because of the leverage.
Yes.
Yeah, so kuna something like those wanafaa kuelewa, leverage ina matter.
Okay, for me this is personal and it doesn't like necessarily, speak volumes about the trading industry. I think per se for me, I tell my beginners, the guys we mentor, that if you see a broker that is giving you so much leverage, like we have brokers giving you even 1:1 unlimited, just run away from them.
Very true.
I mean, if you're a beginner, you're not investing so much. 1:1,000 is even on the higher end.
That's quite a lot.
Go to 1:500. Go to 1:50.
400.
Go 1:400. Because at the end of the day, yes, it has higher rewards, but the chances of you
Blowing.
Also very
are
high.
even very high, and the chances of you flipping,
Are
they're
very
close
low.
to 0%.
Absolutely.
So you'll meet brokers and they tell you, we're giving you 1:3,000, 1:1 unlimited. In fact, 1:1 unlimited is the biggest scam in the Forex industry. I'm telling you guys for a fact. I don't know if you guys agree with this. How do you just tell someone you can go with 20 lots with $100? The market just moves 2 points and you're wiped
You're out.
Sniper entry to poverty.
Yeah. Sniper entry to poverty.
Yes, that's a sniper entry into poverty. I mean, how do you tell someone that you can put 20 lots, on gold with like $100?
Doesn't make sense.
I don't really think it makes sense. And it brings me to a very interesting point. Of course, as traders, we end up working with different brands, different brokers. But I want to know your personal experiences. From what you guys have been able to learn in terms of the brokers you are working with and everything, what are some of the things that you would tell a beginner to watch out for when they are looking to work with a broker?
I would say, number one, you have to understand that you have to look for the most optimal trading conditions
Yes.
as a trader, not as either as a broker, because brokers will tell you what they view or they want to tell you, and they will put you in a position where you may think that they have your best interest at heart, but they don't. The reality is, as a trader, experiment with a few things. For example, spreads, commissions, various things that offer value to you, and number one, ensure that your trading experience is as clean and as enjoyable as possible. Because at my first time experience with a broker, the spreads took me out before even my stop loss. And that was something that I even found amazing. I put in
That is very interesting.
I put in a trade gold. I think I had $14 at the time. I just pressed buy. It went to my stop loss, neared it but didn't touch it. And then, so I'm looking at the chart. I'm like, okay, I've survived. I'm profitable. I go to my account. I'm seeing 0-0. I was left dumbfounded.
Yeah.
And that time I didn't know what it was about. So I was calling, asking questions. That's what happens. Yeah. So I was like, okay. Then I detach myself from associating with that broker. I'll not mention them for purposes like that. But the reality is that in your experience, find what works for you and find what favors your trading style. For if, for example, you're a scalper, you will favor accounts that have zero spreads, okay? Because your entries are purely based on precision.
Yes.
If you're a swing trader, you'll favor accounts that do not offer you swap fees because you don't want to be charged exorbitant amounts for holding a trade for weeks on end.
True.
If you're a day trader, you want an account that can be able to offer you no commissions, low spreads, and all those aspects. So it's a matter of being keen on those factors and creating a blend that works for you across the board.
Wow, interesting. What about you? Do you share the same sentiments? Unaona nisema?
The same too.
Okay, interesting. Without mentioning a broker per se or anything, he mentioned like ashikuwa na instance ya ameekelea ako in profits lakini akiingia kwa MT5 anaona zero, anaona negative because of spreads. Ushaikuwa na experience gani mbaya na
mimi nishaekelea? I was having $50. Market ilishuka chini, ikacha count in -10. Negative.
10
below.
ukablow hadi ya broker.
broker wakanikia negative. So by the spreads na matter sana kwa broker.
Yeah.
Juu imeaffect kila mtu. Mostly at night. Unaweza ingia kwa market, you're having $100. Umeingia na 0.05. 2 pips. Account is negative 40. How?
True.
So an experience killer, I think killer trader amekuwa.
Yeah. And also things like execution time, execution speed. You know, the best execution speed, I think it goes to around 160 milliseconds. So unaweza pata, sijui kama ushe hiyo experience hii, unaekelea trade inakaa a few seconds ndio
inaingia. Exactly.
Ama uko $100 una close, kuna kuwa na ka delay fulani
kabla uclose,
una close ukiwa $60.
Mostly ina happen wakati kuna economic data news.
Yeah. And I feel like if you get like the best broker, you could really make it big in the industry. So if you get a good broker, you can make so much money in the industry without, having, all the hustle and bustles of big brokers. So I want us to kind of wind up the interview, but if you're watching this, I'm going to do another interview with Tile and Quest, and I want you guys to comment the word class, and they're going to come in the interview and teach us their own strategies, how they get into the market, how they get into the trenches, how they analyze step by step, how they do the top-down analysis. If you're interested in that, are you guys open to coming and showing them
Absolutely,
that?
absolutely.
Amazing. So let's just wind down and talk about the biggest lessons that you guys have learned in the industry that you can pass to the beginners.
The biggest lesson I think I would learn in the industry is, number one, open your mind to the possibilities. We're in Kenya where we tend to judge something before even experiencing it. I'm at a point in my life where right now I can confidently walk to any room and call myself a trader because of the experiences, the lessons, and the growth I've experienced through it. So number one, have faith in whatever you're doing. Secondly, learn as much as possible. Have knowledge in the aspect of where you know what you're doing to the utmost critique. Okay? And third, but last but not least, is a situation where, number one, just expose yourself to people, expose yourself to a community, expose yourself to your environment that, number one, creates the room, creates the energy, creates the synergy for you to grow.
Yes.
Because my trading journey is a situation where I had the skill for a long time, but I was very reluctant or very, I would say, soft-spoken to really put myself out there, to really expose or really to be able to take the next step. Interacting with individuals with a like-minded mindset will be able to, number one, think and operate in the same traction, the same aspect. It almost times 10 whatever I was going through. Yes. My results, my experiences, my growth was able to be in a position where right now I can confidently say that I can sit down and trade 1 week and be okay the rest of the month.
Wow.
I can trade 2 weeks and be okay half of the year. And that is the level we should get to. Yes. However, one thing I'll tell you, when you're beginning trading, risk a lot with a little. As you grow, risk a little with a lot.
Wow. Amazing. Thank you so much. Lessons gani umelearn na zenye unaweza pass to beginners?
Everyone has his own time. Another thing, stick to one mentor, stick to one strategy, and believe in yourself.
Yes.
Only those 4 things.
Wow. Interesting. You've heard it from the gurus themselves. You call him the king of price action.
Godfather.
The godfather of price action. He's going to come later on. Just comment the name class. I'm going to make sure that he comes here, breaks down his strategy from A to Z. Same as Quest. Sure?
Absolutely.
Thank you so much, guys, for coming. Really an honor. I hope you guys have learned a lot in this conversation. It's first ever round table that we've been able to do it. If you want to see any other trader on such a round table, please do let us know in the comment section who you want us to bring here to just talk about, Forex trading and trading at large as an industry. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. Thank you so much, guys, for subscribing to my channel. But what really amazes me is the fact that over 70% of you guys have not yet subscribed, but they watch our content. If you guys subscribed, we could get to 1 million. So please do. I'm your host presenter Ali. This has been the Mind of a Trader podcast. I'll see you guys in the next video.